Greetings, fellow humans. My name is Flailbot. Welcome to episode 8 of Love, Faith, Steel. I added a new mod today, which we're gonna check out once this loads. It's called Clearer Unit Card UI or something like that. And as you can tell, it significantly improves how distinct each unit card is from the adjacent one. So I can clearly see that this is a spear unit. I can clearly, well, just distinguish between the two. Because I'm using quite a few mods now, I'm going to eventually add a list of all the mods that I'm using to the description. And then you guys can check them out, which will be good because SFO is super cool. Props to Fenris, the main creator guy, and all of his, not minions, but co-creators. And yeah, many thanks for any other mod creators for bringing this game to the next level. I believe we're done with our turn here, so we're gonna let the turn rush by. Why don't... Aww. Okay, fine. What about these guys? Why don't they want to be friends with me? A defensive alliance with Zufbar. It just feels like I'm gonna end up getting into a weird battle I just don't want to get into. You know? Like, some orcs are gonna attack from the south, and I'm gonna get called into this awkward icy snow pass attrition battle in places without vampire corruption. It's gonna be a big disaster festival. Anywho, so I'll add a list in the description of all the mods I've been using, which has just changed, but I'll go ahead and add it to all the descriptions, I think. And, well, yeah, we'll see what happens when Reprisal comes out. I'm still using the Old World skill overhaul from JR because apparently the Reprisal update is kind of pathetic when it comes to, well, to changes. Like, people were hoping that the Reprisal update, which includes all the Foundation stuff from Total Warhammer 1, would update the Old World Legendary Lords to like the same level as the New World Legendary Lords, but apparently that did not happen. For example, one of the Beastmen Lords, one of the Beastmen Lords still has minus 4% recruitment cost. 4, not 40% recruitment cost to Bestigors, and that's terrible. So it doesn't look like that particular mod was what you would call particularly compelling. That upgrade was very compelling, which is unfortunate because the potential is there to make the main campaign much nicer, and they just didn't do it. So we're gonna pick up. We was considering the Ghost Fence. I think we're actually gonna pick up the Baleful Brazier, and then next turn we'll upgrade the. Be nice to get more corruption spreading. We'll pick up the defenses just in case. Da, 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 da. Eastern Sylvania, also tempted to buff this. Let's go ahead and do that. And now I don't have enough money to do whatever it was I was going to do here. That's okay. So 16 units plus 12 here is pretty potent. I think we're going to go ahead and butcher these guys, and then we'll see what else we can raise. What can Vlad raise? We can raise another spearman, another swordsman. Okay. This guy is not Empire, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping to be able to use the Rebellion as another another Empire victory for that quest thingy, but that's not the case, so, well, worse things have happened. We're just gonna run in here to basically crush face, pull our skeletons over, pull our heroes in the front, our bats, and ooh, they glow so shiny with this new selection mod. This is gonna be easy. Flying units on flying units. Heroes are gonna rush in and destroy things. And before I do that, I'm gonna throw healing down on at least my most wounded units. So 2 bats here. Oh, you belong to this group, buddy. So come on up. So these bats are already being attacked, so the other bats are going to be attacked, and my Vargheists are going to hit their Vargheists. And then we're just going to, yeah, make rude noises at them. And I'll throw down another heal on... Kind of anticipated that these guys would heal more. Did I misclick and heal someone else? Huh. Oh, I guess there are no dead combatants to resurrect. And so they have 50 combatants with full health. That makes sense. But it's kind of unfortunate. What are my bats doing? Well, let's throw down... Oops. Right click to cancel casts sometimes, just out of old habits. That doesn't do anything useful. Go ahead and throw down another... Oh, we don't have any more. Magic. Just gonna throw down another heal on these bats just to give them a little more long-term... A little more heals, a couple more units. I'm pretty sure they were... Okay, so that's the maximum health that they can acquire. Good. Victory. We'll recover with by executing casualties or eating corpses or whatever it is vampires do. No problemo. Lose a total of 16 units. I think that's alright. Dang, these bats are pretty vicious. Yeah, so 4% is only 4 units or something, but... Ooh, banner's not that great. So, public order is gonna go up because of the gibbet and up because of the ghost fence. And corruption is gonna go up. So, this should be okay. Now we're gonna take Isabella. And there's a couple of options here. We can push the moot, but I kind of want to see what the red eyes are gonna do.
Welcome, stranger. Start talking.
They think I'm so cool. It doesn't look like they own
Who calls?
Beckhaven. I try to move the map with the WASD keys every time, and in the diplomatic menu, and it just selects other people. It doesn't look like they own Beckhaven, so maybe I can just ignore them temporarily and just address the whole orc infestation problem later, assuming they don't get to raiding, because that'll make me unhappy. That's kind of cool. So we hadn't gotten Magical Animus yet, and we were very keen on picking up cavalry and vehicles, flying units. Nice. How many points do I need to spend here? Okay, so we may pick up the Unending Legions just because having infantry is useful, and this is a pretty significant boost. Whoa, that says morale +5 for infantry. That's a typo. Infantry is always going to be important. You can't rely on flying units regardless of how cool you are. And I believe that these guys count as infantry too. Maybe not. Probably not. That would be silly. Ignore that. We're gonna head up here. No, we're gonna chill in Averheim. And Vlad is going to push upwards. No, wait, that's a terrible idea. Darn it. He needs to recover as well. But 850 money is too much to pass, so we'll switch after the next turn, because we should be almost fully recovered, and that'll be good enough. Okay, nothing left to build. Diplomacy. Why do they like me so little? I haven't gotten any wars with their wars. So let's see.
Let's hear what you have to say.
Right, military access. Now we don't really need military access. This doesn't help anyone, but it's an additional treaty that will increase our friendliness. Actually surprised that Zufbar is not giving me military access, given they're very friendly with 54 compared to Karak, which is only 28. But maybe they feel more threatened. I only have one settlement. I'm gonna try to go settle this Karak Dromar thing before I move elsewhere. Oh, sweet diggity, the Moot was the site of a great battle, which means rezzing things there will be easier. We'll go check that out. I hope Vertbad comes out of his little hole. Still the Festival of Heroes. It'd be nice if he tried to take the Moot back, but I don't think the Red Eye are going to go anywhere. I failed to recruit a Lord. I'm actually considering recruiting a Lord, just in general, because my income is pretty good. There's just still a lot of investing left to do. I mean, that's 4,000 right there, you know? That's the entirety of the money gained in a turn. This will improve my trade income, and empires love wine, I guess. I'll take it. And whatever this Baleful Brazier thing is, we'll upgrade it next turn. So Isabella is going to pay a little bit of extra upkeep to move to Grenzstadt. Should still have the minus 10% upkeep, yeah. Her army is expensive, jeez. And Vlad's just gonna keep raiding? Is there any... You know what, he's gonna do a little bit of exploring as well. Well, see, I want to see where Beckhofen is. Then at least I'll know sort of where I'm going. I know I'm going to piss off the Empire by moving into whoever's territory this is. Actually, it might be Orc territory right above me, and I'll make my Orky neighbors annoyed, but that's okay. Okay. Yes, that's always useful.
Yes.
Push up here into Orktown. Try to remember where these river crossings are so I can navigate more properly. Due to the presence of this battle site marker, additional more powerful units may be available for regions raised dead pool. So that's only this region. This does not cover the rest of the province here. Let's move slowly through here. Okay. And Vlad leveled as well. Upgraded is this AoE thing and adds an area of effect, which is really quite good. So unless there's something that opens at level 10 that I desperately need, I think we're going to grab that. It's going to make Vlad a much more potent caster. But still relying on his units as opposed to direct damage or something. More speed? Sure. And we decided not to get the upgrade for Raised Dead. Cooldown minus 50%. Every 10 seconds summon a couple of zombies. Oh, skeleton warriors. It's something to consider. Let's grab evasion, and then we can pick up power drain and possibly wind of death. This is pretty nice. Minus 35 melee attack means my guys are going to survive significantly longer. Lots of spells to be had. Lots of useful spells. Balefire Hearth upgraded. Curious about what was in Western Sylvania that we should upgrade. Okay, nothing particularly interesting. So, Balefire Hearth. Avalanche, 3 more turns, then we'll get another slot, and we'll put the Balefire Brazier and then Hearth there as well. Isabella needs to move because she... Dang, double dang curses. Okay. That's alright. Lack of corruption, but that's being worked on. I think I'm just going to leave her here. Reduced upkeep is useful, and the public order and the corruption are all very useful things, as well as this being one of the more vulnerable parts of my empire, since it sticks out so far. Ah. If they actually attack the orcs, the dwarves, then they may lose, which could be quite useful. I'm going to go for do nothing, because growth is not critical right now. The public order is something we're actively working on in other times. So, let's see.
All shall know me and tremble.
Vladdy is going
Sleep is
to...
for the living.
There's Talabheim. That coffin is just like right here, isn't it? Let's just go through this forest.
Into darkness.
We can talk to these guys.
Castine,
They
a curse upon
really
the
don't
Empire
like
for
me.
centuries. What do you want?
Well, alright, we'll just raid their territory some more. That's rude. Public order. One more turn there. Alright, let's save our money because we're gonna buy a bunch of level 4 buildings when Tempelhof hits level 4. He's just following me. He's not doing any actions, he's just following me. I guess he hates me. Talbachland or whatever. And that means I'm going to probably be assaulted constantly by his heroes. And potentially have war declared upon me. We'll see. It's an exciting time. Oh, that's cool. A black cat. It's not really that cute, but that's good enough. Well, we might as well I'll put that on her instead of Lad because having too many things to do. Caster girl, so Soul Blight. My accursed city is complete. Upgrades abound. Vampire crypts do what? More vampires available. Necromancers available. Oh, boost income. Upkeep of 335. Can I? Yeah. Ugh. I bet I can right click on this and see what they actually do. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. I bet I will not be able to see what their actual boost income. So it's probably something like plus 10 or 11 percent income from whatever province you're in, which would be 450 money in Eastern Sylvania. Should take a while to get to, so probably not worth grabbing a necromancer just for that. Okay. These both produce money, which is nice, as does this. This allows us to recruit all the crazy units. That really wasn't our intention with this particular province. We were mostly focusing on being able to recruit sort of basic units and tree units. Oh, which I need to build in my main city. Okay, well, there you go. Right? This is Western Sylvania. Yeah. So we'll get rid of the tree and build the tree over here. And we will pick up a Balefire Brazier and the ability to recruit black coaches. Evocation of Death. That's an expensive building. I think I'm just going to save the money. Just in case I need it for something. Ilka is a caster who needs the hunger, because everyone needs the hunger. Vlad's gonna see if he can find Beckhofen. Not yet. And Isabella is just waiting to see what happens over here. See if the dwarves do something. So it looks like our armies are gonna cost around 2 to 4,000, 5,000 money, depending on how large they are or how many vampires they have. It may be worthwhile to get another army soon-ish, especially since if someone decides to hit our two primary provinces, then we're going to lose boatloads of income very quickly. Okay, so Red Eye lost an army here, which means their strength rank has probably plummeted. Strength rank 72, and they've had war declared on them by Clan Boodle Doodle. I swear, I know what I'm talking about. They've had war declared on them by Clan Mulder, is what that said. What's this? Money. Oh, right, that's a unique resource. This is Western Sylvania, considering doing this again. And also just considering doing nothing. Let's position. Can I make it all the way to Schwarzsumpf if I move fast? No, there's just like this border that kills movement. So we're gonna head that way. Ooh, public order is still increasing, that's great news. And we're gonna recruit some other units over here. Probably things like some Graveguard, because they're pretty great frontline units, and maybe some more Spearmen, because they are more defensive. think I'm gonna go ahead. This don't cost very much. If my local recruitment rate is only 3, then I have enough room to recruit more than I have space for, so I'm not gonna bother removing units ahead of time. That's kind of neat. Plus 8 leadership for nearby allies. Not allies. Yes, allies. Let's grab that. Ooh, super. So this will stack plus 9 plus another 8 with the leadership size aura. She'll help my front lines stay alive. Zerhild is going to get the Immortal Will, as melee people tend to.
I know my path.
Vlad will eventually find Beckhafen. Where? Where? Right there. Almost there. We'll see who holds it, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, things to build, definitely more public order and more corruption, more money, and whew, those are pricey walls. And that kills our income, that's okay. Yeah, this is again, we don't know what we're going to do with these things. Let's see, friendly dwarves?
A strange day.
Hmm.
I find disgusting
Interesting.
envoys of vampires approaching me.
What are you going to do? You know what I may do? Since I can raise at the moot, I wish I could move the map because I really want to see what's happening over here with the red eyes. I may move Isabella up to the moot and just do a raised dead there instead of, oh, sweet sassy molassie. Okay, we're definitely going to hit both of the settlements near us that are held by the Orkies. 100%. Gonna go to Schwarzsumpf, pick up some units for Isabella, and we are going to turn Vlad around. Well, not exactly turn him around, but can we... There's Beckhafen. And who owns you? Ostermark. And how many? 1 settlement. Okay. So it'll be a tough fight, but I can theoretically just finish those guys off in relatively short order. And Isabella is going to head here. She's going to recruit, oh, sweet sassy Graveguard. Curious if I should pick up some... I guess Cav is not really necessary. I have my bats and stuff. Strongly considering extra bats due to how potent they are for her. And pick up some anti-infantry frontline shock troops. These guys deal damage. Melee attack 30 versus melee attack 31. This is armor piercing? No, this is anti-infantry bonus. And almost armor piercing. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up 2 units of Graveguard. That's gonna be a more expensive army, 4,000 or so, at least. That's okay though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and toss these skeleton warriors that are low rank. And I'll raise something on the way to the moot. And 2 more turns there. Balefire, Hearth, no more money. 1 more turn for
What? Yes.
tech.
And what can the Dawi do?
I do not want a defensive alliance, you guys. I do want to see if there's anyone else who's willing to do anything. One of the things that bugs me a little bit about the diplomacy in this game is that there are clearly like hidden modifiers for how likely someone is to do something. So like these guys are neutral, but they will just do nothing. They hate me. Aversion -30. But in addition to the aversion which kills our relations, they also just have this like flat, these flat penalties. And I understand, I guess. What is it? Where's the... Sorry for clicking around so much. Border Princes. Passive. Right? They're only going to build like one relationship. But something like a non-aggression pact. Surely a non-aggression pact is perfectly reasonable, especially if you're supposed to be the Border Princes protecting against the Orc hordes. So I guess I wish there were a little bit more detail about why the AI is making that decision. That's okay. It's Total War, not total letter writing and diplomacy adventure. So I assume that the Red Eyes have picked up... Oh gosh, I hope I don't have a non-aggression pact with them, because that will make me a bad person for attacking them. I don't think I ever picked up a non-aggression pact. I think I avoided it, specifically because I might have wanted to push on them. Excellent, minus 10% upkeep for Vargulfs and specifically Vargeists. Very useful. This army, instead of going up to 4,000, only went up to 3,600. Isabella leveled again. So we're gonna grab Undeath Resurgent. The only thing I don't like about this is Undeath Resurgent is 15 seconds long, effect range 40 meters, 90-second cooldown, and replaces Animus, which is 18 seconds longer duration, not by much, but the cooldown is significantly less. So theoretically with Magical Animus you have 1/3 of the time you have plus 16 leadership around you, and here you have it only like I can do math, 1/6 of the time? It feels like replaces is not so cool, but that's okay. So we need to... double dang it. So we're better off raiding Beckhofen and Crud. No, you know what? That's okay. We're gonna go here. We're gonna move too far to have raided. Just unfortunate, because I could have just moved less far. And then we're gonna pull back into our own territory. And we're just gonna wait. Because I want to raise some skellies. I'm gonna grab one Cryptool, and then next turn I'll raise some skellies. We don't have any Vargulfs. That's pretty snazzy. This is also super snazzy. This is snazzy. There's so many snazzy things. Let's get Animalistic Hunger to make Isabella even more amazing, and then I think we'll start picking up. This is cool, but not so critical with Vlad running around and boosting everyone's XP constantly. And the main money creating buildings are done here. This is neat. This is neat. And this is neat. More bonus income from the very high level buildings, but that's not going to be a significant part of our income. So Animalistic Hunger, so they're faster. And we'll see about getting Blood Hunts. It's a lot of turns. Grenstadt, we will indeed upgrade you if we have the money. Okay, I'm going to set up raiding on the Moot. I'm going to move... I'm just going to doodle about for 10 turns, right? I'm basically going to be twiddling my thumbs because I want to hit Red Eye, and I need to wait 10 turns or else I'm considered a terrible person. Which is okay. I'll be corrupting both of these regions while raiding them. The income should be more than I would get by garrisoning these guys. Everland has positive public order. I paused in that sentence because I'm thinking about hitting Beckhofen instead. Native growth, that's not such a big deal. Because if I, so let's see, 50%, right? We don't want to go, so let's go over here. Oh, Snazzy, Mo Chazzy, we can raise all sorts of stuff. But we're just going to grab some spearmen. Because they have better defense than the skeletons do. So, pick up 2 of those. Kind of wanted to get another Crypt Ghoul as well, but that's okay. And we are going to go into raiding mode. That's very little money. But I'm going to move up toward Beckhofen. It'll take me several turns to get there, and then I can do Vlad's little mission thing, and hopefully I can also do Isabella's mission thing, right? Because it's what? Occupy Beckhofen, and this is win another battle with Isabella, so I can do that. And Beckhofen is part of Ostermark. Nope, select the thing, which I plan to also take. So this is the perfectly reasonable way to just grab this, and then I'll come back down around. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I've been Flailbot, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Love, Faith, Steel.